Greetings, all you knife enthusiasts from around the world. You are entering the Tiger Pit. Well, we have a Rosecraft blades for you today. Now, I spoiled it the other day. I mentioned that this Sweetwater Creek Senator in red sandalwood, I wasn't going to get this pattern. Here it is. 3.5 inches closed. Beautiful red sandalwood. They all look different. Watched a lot of videos. You have the spade shield. Stainless bolsters and liners. D2 steel. Let's check out the pile side here. Really nice. I wasn't going to get this. Why? Well, Rosecraft keeps dropping knives. Seems like every week, every other week, and I'm having a hard time keeping up. You know, they drop one, I get it, and then they have it in stag, and it's like, well, I guess I got to get that. And actually, this one was released in stag also. I did not order it. Holding off. Now, it would be nice to get every one of their patterns in stag, and I could have did that. But this is a little bit more affordable. These run about $60 instead of $80. The stag is really nice. But I do like the pocketability and how thin these are. This is 3.5 inches closed, so the same size as a mini trapper by case. Nice and small. So another reason I wasn't going to get it. Well, sheep's foot, ram's foot, Warrencliffs are all cool. This is a lamb's foot. Now, a lamb's foot is categorized by being shorter down here at the tip than toward the back. So you can see how it tapers down to the point. Beautiful swedging on this one. Andy did a really fantastic job. You have Rosecraft stamped in the tang there. This is RCT 021. I had to get it. 21's like my favorite number. It's my lucky number, 21. I'm like, well, I better get it. Another reason why I wasn't going to get it, well, let me show you here. Let me move this box out of the way. One of my first lamb's foot was this Arthur Wright & Son. This is the large lamb's foot. Oh, what a pull. Carbon steel blade. Now, it is different than the Senator pattern, even though the blade shapes are very similar. The Senator is more squared off. It is rounded up here. This is in rosewood. I have carried it at work, and I don't find myself just carrying this blade shape that much. You know, I think I'll carry a Warrencliff or a clip point, but it's very usable, you know, for getting in there. I do like this handle shape a little bit more than the Senator, how it comes up to a swell. It's rounded. It feels really good in the hand. This is the large. It fits great in the hand. I also picked up an Arthur Wright & Son small lamb's foot and their stag. Oh, great snap. Carbon steel. So like I said, I had these two, and so when Rosecraft released this, it's like, well, I have these two. Do I need another lamb's foot? Well, apparently the answer when it comes to Rosecraft is always yes, you need another one. This is a unique pattern by Rosecraft. Andy designed it after the Arthur Wright & Son Senator, which I do not have one. They look almost identical to this. The bolsters are a little different. I'm not sure about the length, close length on them. They run $80 to $100. I'm not sure why they are much more expensive than these. This is like a $30 knife, and this I think I got for 50, maybe 60. I don't even know if I spent 60 for that. I think I got it for 50. And like I said, this is a $60 Rosecraft, made in China. It's good quality. It is not handcrafted in Sheffield, England. I just didn't really feel the need to get it. But here we are. I guess I'll just quit talking about why I wasn't going to get it when I have it right here. Well, the shields, I really like these spade shields. They do a very nice job. It is always really exciting to see what type of wood you're going to get. You know, sometimes it's just plain Jane, just straight stripes, and then sometimes you get some awesome grain like this pile side, and even this looks really nice. I do prefer bone. I do like certain micartas. Wood is really nice. It's a natural material. You just get variations. I've heard people say, I don't know if it's true. I have not seen it on mine, that some of the wood covers on these will actually shrink, and then you can see, then you got the liners sticking out. So that would have to be in the wood curing process. I've yet to see that. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. You can see how it crowns around here. The back is straight, open position, very flush. I do feel just you can kind of see it there, ever so slight stepping. My other Rosecrafts are usually completely perfect. See, I'm getting some skin on there. Not a big deal. All my cases and the half stops, the back spring's totally sticking out. I'm not comparing this to a GEC or anything. They are very close in quality, besides being manufactured in China. The bolsters and liners, if you don't already know, they're all one piece. Some people say they're not handcrafted. Yeah, they are cut out on machines. They are hand assembled, and you got to polish them up, and a person has to do that. It's not like they just throw this in a tumbler and it comes out ping already. And then I'm sure, like, putting the pins in, they might have a machine do it, but there's probably a person there, feeding it into the machine. So I do like them. I do prefer spending my money on a case knife. Now, they're not as perfect as these. They don't come as sharp as these. They're a little bit more handmade. So you do see more flaws in them. This is absolutely perfect, though. Oh, I was on smoothness. Yes, smooth. Hair stepping. And then close position. Perfectly smooth. These are kind of brushed bolsters. Not a super high polish, but polished enough. Pins are all flush. Like I said, 3.5 inches. Good pocket dropper. I've yet to carry it to work. I actually just got it yesterday. I carried my Stinking Creek sow belly today. Awesome knife. Absolutely love that knife. But if you were to go up to a creek, which one would you drink out of? The Stinking Creek or the Sweetwater Creek? Guess I'd have to look at it first. There's more to it than just the name. But all in all, very cool pattern. I don't think I'm going to drop $80 to get the stag version. Now, I should. I'll be kicking myself in a couple of years. Like, why didn't I get that? All the stag ones are worth so much money now, or whatever. It's just a matter of preference. I think the reason is I told myself I wasn't going to get the Stinking Creek sow belly and stag, that I was just happy with the black sandalwood. And I am absolutely happy with the black sandalwood. Well, fear of missing out, the stag goes really fast. And so I ordered a stag one. I'm very happy with it. And I'm glad I didn't order the stag in this, because the Nolicheki Jack is dropping in stag, like next week. And, I haven't reached out to Andy to be a ambassador or anything. I could. He'd probably send me some free knives. But then this channel becomes more like a job. Then obligated to go through and show all the knives and kind of promote them. My opinion is going to be a little biased because I'm getting the knives for free. I pay for these knives. So, give you my true, honest opinion. I'm not gifted any knives. Now, if I'm gifted a knife, I will mention it in the video, whether it's a gift from a friend or another channel. But, I've thought about it. And when I first started my channel, I would have been over the moon if I could have been an ambassador for Rosecraft blades because I absolutely love them. They're the company that really got me seriously back into slip joints. Now, I was collecting some Rough Rider and some Frost, and they were good, but when I saw the quality of these Rosecraft for the $30 to lower $40 range, I was over the moon. I liked them better than Rough Rider Reserved. And now the prices have gone up. And prices of everything have gone up. Case knives, all knives, $60. It's well worth it. Now, when you're on the fence about a certain pattern, you might think, well, it's not. Well, you could always get it, and if you don't like it, you can sell it. That's a whole nother video I could get into. Now, I haven't really sold my knives. I do have an eBay account. I could start posting knives on eBay, but usually I get them and I really like them, and I'm like, I'm not getting rid of that. That's my only Rosecraft Senator in wood, and I don't sell it. Very cool. I'd say the pull on this is about a 6. So not too strong, not too light. That really happy medium. I know some of the earlier Rosecrafts had a super strong pull, and some people were complaining about them. I like a good strong pull. It means it's very safe, like this. Childproof. Now, you can almost break a fingernail pulling this out. Childproof. No child's going to be able to open this. And for a work knife, when you're working for being a slip joint, you don't have to worry about it coming down on you. Now, these Arthur Wright & Sons are way stronger than the Rosecraft. Is the Rosecraft going to come down on you? Not if you use it responsibly and do your cuts like that. Slice that. Don't be stabbing stuff where it's going to want to go like that. It does have a half stop. It won't save your fingers, but it gives you a warning. Now, I have a lot of knives that don't have half stops, and I put them in the half position with my hand there just fine. I've never had a problem with it. It's going to come down on me. I wouldn't do that with a buck 110. So thank you for joining me in the Tiger Pit here, checking out this Sweetwater Creek Senator. Very cool. And it is nice to be able to pick up this quality of a knife for $60 when, like I said, the Arthur Wright & Son versions of the Senator are $80 to $100, maybe more if you get an Ashley. I really do like these, though. I really like the roundedness of it. It's kind of like a Barlow in that sense, even though it doesn't have an elongated bolster. Feels really good in the hand. And I got a Stag one. Now, it's not the best looking Stag, but I got a Stag one for $60, handmade Sheffield, England, carbon steel. Really hard to beat. So I honestly didn't feel like I needed this, but I'm very glad I got it. Now, I do want to point out Thrifty Kniffy noticed something that I never really noticed until he had mentioned it. But when you have it in your hand here, the back of the bolsters, they're rounded, but they can be a little sharp, and they kind of dig into your hand a bit. He said he has a sensitive spot in his hand right here, and so he smoothed these edges out, and he did a really good job. He didn't totally just destroy that and round it. He just took that sharpness out of it. You see that right there? And now that he mentioned it, when I hold it in my hand like this, it does dig in right there. Now this way, No, it feels much better. So if you're doing whittling, it is much better. And you do see how the front bolster is rounded. I do notice that Rosecraft do a lot of almost 90 degrees, like on the edges here. You could, well, the cool thing about these wood ones is if you don't like that, you could take a little sandpaper and you could smooth out that sharper edge there. Now, that sharp edge is not uncomfortable. The knife still feels really good in the hand. I have noticed on some, my Cane Creek, like right in here, it was razor sharp. But I'm going like that, and they've done a really good job at smoothing out that edge. I don't feel that anymore. So it must have just been a mistake, and they took note and told the factory, hey, smooth out that inner edge a bit. Because when you're gripping it like this, you don't want to feel a sharpness there. So just a note, squared off bolsters, it's like 90 degree, and so that makes this tip here, it will dig into your hand. Whoa, long video. Thank you for joining me here in the Tiger Pit. You all stay sharp, be kind, and take chances. Take care.